Good morning and welcome once again to our program, NAGAFF Cargo Watch. And today we have a special edition. It's usually a yearly edition called Maritime Tabloids. It's usually a review of the news headline of some maritime online and print media within the week. It's usually an interesting package as it tries to keep you abreast of the events that took place within the said period. I am your regular anchor Ruth Sunday. I have here with me in the studio my crew, Fabian, Anawo, Rani Obu. Stay blessed and stay tuned. Welcome back. Now the tabloid review. Almost all the maritime media carried the trending news. Customs launch digital vehicle verification system. This was reported by Pinnacle Time. Training. Apapa Customs boss task newly promoted assistant controller on integrity and innovation. The reporter's diary. Nimasa reshuffles management by Emperor Global News. Nigeria targets self-sufficiency in fish production as Norway seeks zero duty on stockfish by Maritime Today. And CIOT Summit. Osoro calls for proper transport cadre policy implementation by the News Diet. Fabian, what do you have?
Federal government approves $1 billion for Lagos Ports Modernization Project. That is from the Vanguard. IMO Secretary General applauds Nigerians' Deep Blue project for reducing piracy. That's from the People's Forum Online. Nigerian shipping gets federal government backing. Oyetola declares no going back. That is from the Wall Swift News. Customs unveils platform to verify clearance duty status of any imported vehicle by Daily Trend.
Are you a freight forwarder and cargo logistics manager in international trade and transportation? Here is a program for you to discuss your expertise in moving goods and services across boundaries of seaports, airports, and land borders to arrive at their owners' warehouses in good condition and at the most economic cost. Are you interested in knowing about the transportation logistics supply chain and related businesses with particular reference to freight forwarding? Then tune into NAGAFF Cargo Watch on Metro 97.7 FM every Friday from 11 to 11:30 a.m. Join us live and share in our experiences and stay abreast with the deepest insight into government policies. For inquiries, log on to www.nagav.org or email cargowatch@gmail.com, or you can call us on 0810-364-6929. Visit us at the Freight Forwarding Village, number 2A Maiden Street, GRA, Apapa, Lagos. Don't miss it.
Well, we have to take a look at two important trading stories this week. One is Customs launch digital vehicle verification system, and the second one is LG approves $1 billion for Lagos Ports Modernization Project. Well, we have in the studio vibrant and seasoned journalists to look into these all important stories mentioned. And they are Keneth Jukpor. Well, Keneth is being expected in the studio any moment from now. And seated here also is Fabian and Anawo. They are to analyze the stories. Fabian, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's go straight to the questions. Now, let's look at the first story, which is the launching of the vehicle verification system by Customs. How do you see this? And what do you think is the motive behind this by Customs?
I think the vehicle verification system that was launched, I think yesterday or so, is is good because it's going to block some forms of leakages. If you look at what kind of vehicles do we import accidented vehicles, we import fairly used vehicles, we also import new vehicles. And some of these imported vehicles are vehicles up to, you still have vehicles that were imported that were that manufacturing dates were in the late 90s, they still bring them in. Those in the early 2000s, they still come in. So you have vehicles of 15 years, 20 years, even 25 years still being coming into the country. And if you are going to get customs duties on this, of course, they will come in various uh, rates. The vehicle that was manufactured 25 years ago would be like near zero custom duties. And the vehicles we imported about 10 years ago, the cost will still be high compared to that which came in about which manufacturing date was 5 years ago, or the current ones. So they are going to be different. But before now, the beauty of this is that you now have a standard template to say if this vehicle coming is from this range to this range, this is what the duties, the import duties for them will be. So you will now know how much you are going to ask the persons to pay, the custom duties to pay. Before now, you don't have that. Yeah, so if it is this, you do this, so we do some permutation to say, okay, because it's this, it's like this. If it's accidented, what's the level of accidents? What level of damage that you are bringing in? So, but now you have a standard template that what you pay in Lagos port for an accidented vehicle of a particular uh, uh, of a particular this thing, let me say accelerated vehicle of 10 years range, what you pay in Lagos will be what you pay at on airport. Will be now what you pay at
It's
every
going to be a
other port.
uniform
Going to be uniform charges.
charges.
Before now, it is not. So that's the beauty of this. So you can't hide from it.
You're analyzing it as if you're a stakeholder, and yes, you're a stakeholder. I agree, but as if you're a freight forwarder or an importer. Fabian, which one you do now?
As a journalist, I should be on. I should know a few of
Yes,
all
as
this.
as the eye of the masses,
And so that means that
and the eye of the industry.
yes, and that means that some of these leakages will now be blocked, and the revenue losses can now come into government coffers.
Okay, so that's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it.
All right. You have heard it all. If you want to join this program, if you want to contribute, if you want to ask questions, please, you are to dial these numbers: 0700 7000 997. I take it
977.
Okay, 977.
Yes.
0700 7000, that is 7000 977.
Yes.
Fabian, do you have another number?
Yes, and you can also call 091 091 625 71214. 091 625 71214. Those are the two numbers to call to be part of the program.
Okay. Now, it seems as if custom is coming out on a regular basis with new systems.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you see their sustainability? I mean, sustainability of these new systems. We are talking about Biodo.
Yeah.
We also heard about
4%.
4%. You don't cash on it 4%. We also have this other one, verification now.
Yeah.
There's another one, single window.
Single window.
Okay, how do you think they will be able to manage all this within this period? And what is the implication on the economy the importers, freight forwarders, and also the end users.
You know, all these innovations that are coming sounds new.
It's like we have a your name, sir. Balogun.
Balogun.
Okay. All right. Can we hear you?
I want to find out about the rate of clearing the vehicle.
Okay.
Under TV 2000.
Okay, thank you very much. We've heard you. I'm sorry, we in the studios are not custom officers. We don't have the rate. All we are doing is to try to look at those customs policies, how it affects businesses, and how it will enhance ease of doing business. So sorry, we don't have the rate.
No, you can equally approach the customs web.
Yes. So when you go to the custom website,
Yeah.
I think you will see the rates there.
Or you visit any of the customs command. All right. Thank you so much. Another caller on the road, on the way.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Please, may we know your name and where you're calling from, please?
Thank you. My name is Mr. Abiola, calling from Surrey.
Abiola calling from Surulere. Okay. Can we hear you?
That's my life. Somebody like me now that normally receive consignment. But sometimes when I go to the port authority to claim my consignment, there are some entities that tell me that this thing has to be removed. It is not allowed, it's contraband. What are the things? Maybe the foreign spaghetti, what's it called? The oil, I mean, as in the Ghana oil. I don't know. Because the customer that will be telling me that it is contraband, they have to remove it. Please, can you put more enlightenment on that? So that I won't be wasting money to buy those stuff from the
Okay, you know, what we will easily tell you is before you embark on importation of any goods, it is better that you seek clarification from customs to know which goods are contraband and which good you can import. Once you have that, you may not fall foul of the law. But if you didn't and you
Go ahead to
whatever
import.
permutation you do and you import, you might lose your money.
Okay, you still be on the line. We have somebody else who can also come in to give some more clarifications on that. We now have Ken Jukpor in the studio. Ken, you're highly welcome.
Thank you very much.
So, what do you have to say about or your response to that question?
Okay, I think my senior colleague who spoke first has addressed that issue extensively. If you do proper research before embarking on shipping business, you will minimize your losses. So he has said do proper findings, and that caller said Nigerian Ports Authority. I think the issue should not be Nigerian Ports Authority.
Yes,
it should be Nigerian Customs Service.
Yeah.
So I want to believe if he does his findings right, he won't have such kind of challenges. And you engage a freight forwarder for such services to let you know, to guide you on your import process. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Ken. Mr. Abiola, you've had it also. Engage the Nigerian Customs Service to be able to educate you properly before you embark on your importation so that you don't incur losses. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
All right. We were saying something before the calls came, Anawo.
Yes. Yeah, you know, when a government comes, every government has its template, what it want to do with the economy. And President Tinubu has itemized what he wants to do. And in line with that, the CG of Custom is queuing in and wants to do those things. And that is why he's coming up with. And that is why he's coming. We have a caller.
Hello. It's still there. It's still
Still
calling.
there.
It's actually connected. It's connected.
Hello. Good morning. Hello,
Hello.
good morning. Hello, good morning. Are you hearing us?
The person is
Good
distracted.
morning.
He's talking to somebody else.
He's talking to someone else.
Okay. Let's continue.
Okay. So when the government tells us its line of direction, the way it wants to move, then the CG of Custom has to now sit down with his team and say, how best can we go on this voyage? That is what they have done. And they said, okay, we're talking about ease of doing business. What do? We need our own local platform.
All right. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, welcome to NAGAFF Cargo Watch. Can we know your name and where you're calling from, please?
Yes, I'm
Who?
Okay,
Okay, Balogun. Okay, you've called before. All right. Okay.
what I'm trying to ask is that I noticed that they made the charge of flying a vehicle in Cotonou is different from the Nigeria. And that's why a lot of people decide to fly their vehicle at the Cotonou. Why is it so? Why is it so? Because for us to fly a vehicle in Nigeria, not let's say a vehicle now, total family, you have to pay something a year amount. But in Cotonou is never. Why?
And definitely you are not paying with someone clearing in the eastern port on there, for instance. So these challenges are things that have existed over the years, but there is hope that in the first quarter of 2025, the Nigerian National Single Window will be launched, which is a one-stop shop to unify the processes and also to see when there are challenges, such that if you clear your vehicle, you will not have another challenge. For instance, if it's a product that has to do with NAFDAC or some, not the vehicle, you will not have another challenge after that consignment has left the port. So I align with your understanding of the issues and your worries, but I just want to notify you what is being done to address it. But we should also know we're in a competitive environment. Sometimes the Benin Republic waits for Nigerians to make their policies and intentionally strike something on their own to make it's a competition. So the Nigerian government also has to be aware of this and ensure that we don't keep losing out in this competition. Don't assume that because Benin Republic is a small country, they have nothing to offer.
That's a very serious point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The reasons why this system is launched, so that you have a kind of unification in charges all over.
I think it's beautiful, but then again, in Nigeria we have lots of beautiful policies, lots of beautiful initiatives. If this works, not so long ago we had the VIN number introduced. We had anticipated that would have eliminated this challenge.
Exactly.
So now we want to believe positively that after this is launched, we don't see, because there's no justification to have a same vehicle, same model, same number of years of mileage, having a different cost from one port, Nigerian port, to another port. It's not fair on the trading public.
All right, you have heard it. I'm sure that the Nigeria Customs Service, they are really listening to this program, so they know what to do in order to correct some of these issues. Now, what do you think customs should do? Do you think they should focus on, what do you think they should focus on? Because people believe that all these systems, all these new innovations are being induced by revenue generation targets of the government without due consideration to its effect on the masses.
No, it's not really about revenue target. If you look at this system, for instance, it's going to give you a uniform platform.
Exactly.
So if you are clearing a 2022 model of a particular vehicle, what you pay in Onne is what you pay in Lagos.
Exactly.
It's what you pay in Warri and elsewhere. So it's not about revenue only. So it's streamlining it, and it's making it very easy for you. Like he said, on that single window platform, customs is there, SON is there, NAFDAC is there. Everybody is seeing what you are doing. So if there's a wrong computation, it will be corrected.
Good morning. Welcome to NAGAFF Cargo Watch.
Okay.
May we know your name and where you're calling from? Please, we just have some to ask your question.
Okay, my name is John Williams.
John
I'm
Williams.
from Lagos.
Okay.
So
All right.
what I want to talk about is after clearing your car from the wall, then when you still get to the road, custom will still stop you to stay check your papers. Or there's one that release the car, every paper for you on the wall. What's the effect of them being on the road to still disturb you again. That's my question.
Okay, thank
Very
you. We've had you.
very
Okay.
quickly, I would again say it's a problem of distrust in the service, and it's not just particular with customs, particular with the Nigerian public and agencies. So I want to believe that we should eliminate this. We can't drum it enough. We have custom police, we have FOU, we have, and it's not just customs. For Nigerian police, the same thing. You know, you go to the border corridor, you find about 10 to 15 police checkpoints of the same person. So because they have different levels of check, because there is no trust, you can't trust that someone has done the right thing.
All
I
right.
think it's an
Thank
issue that
you.
has to be addressed.
Thank you so much, Ken. Tune in same time next week for another interesting package. But before then, I want to say a very big thank you to our guest, Keneth Jukpor, for being in the program.
Thank
And
you
we
for
hope you'll
having
be
me.
here next week.
Thank
We also
you.
thank Fabian for being there, also being here, also to give his own view on some of these patients. Thank you so much, Rani. Thank you for being part of this program. And from me, Ruth Sunday is bye and God bless you.